Hi, it's Matt here from Go Green Autos. So obviously I'm sat in a Tesla here, and in this video I just want to talk about a new over-the-air update which has come down to all the Teslas, where it adds stop points or waypoints into the sat-nav. So that might not sound like a big thing, but it makes a huge difference, and that is because the charging infrastructure is integrated so well into Tesla vehicles. Because obviously Tesla own the charging network and they own the cars, and they do all this software stuff so well. So let's give you an example. So if I want to navigate somewhere, let's navigate to Tunbridge Wells, and I'm over here in Wantage in Oxfordshire, and we're going to navigate down to Tunbridge Wells. So what it's doing is it's telling us we're going to charge at Sevenoaks. So if we look at the route here, there's our route around the M25, and then at 3:15 we get to Sevenoaks, and we're going to do a 15-minute charge because the battery's at 6% when we get there, and then after 15 minutes disconnect, drive on down to Tunbridge Wells, and we will get to our destination with 27% battery, and that's using just Tesla supercharge locations. So that all works very well and always has done. Better than it works in any other electric car, because obviously they have got their own charging network and it's all integrated properly in the cars. But where this doesn't work very well is it doesn't know your continued route from this point, because you can only put one destination in the sat-nav. So a route like this, which I've done a few times, I might get here with a really flat battery. 27%'s okay, I could get back to a charger. But there's times where at the moment the battery's low already, so that's why it's suggesting that stop. But normally I could go all the way down there without stopping, without charging at all. However, if I was then continuing my journey and I was doing a round trip and wanted to leave straight away and drive back, I would have if I used their route, and not charge, I would end up there with a very low battery and possibly not have enough charge to get back to a charger. So what you have to do sometimes is ignore this and add your own stops in sometimes if you know that this suggested route isn't going to work. But what you can do now with this new update is add in waypoints or stop points. So to do a round trip, what you've actually got to do is put your final destination, or in my case let's put my home in, as the first point, and that's only a couple of miles down the road because I'm sat at work here at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is add in my stop point, which is actually going to be Tunbridge Wells. And there is a new feature here where we've got a little plus, and this is where you can add your waypoint or your stop point. So if I put Tunbridge Wells, which previously would have been the destination, but it's now going to be the stop point, so we're going from Wantage all the way to Tunbridge Wells and all the way back. It's worked out our new route, so now it knows the whole round trip, and it's suggesting new charging stops. So if we look at here, what it's saying is we're first going to stop at Oxford and charge for 20 minutes. Then we're going to drive all the way down to Tunbridge Wells, and we'll get there with 20% battery. So completely different charging profile on the trip down, because before it wasn't stopping there, it's getting all the way down to the bottom of the M25 before we charge. But now on the route back, we're now going to stop at Sevenoaks and do a 30-minute charge, and then stop at Oxford and do a 10-minute charge, and then get home with 27% battery. So the whole trip now has given us different charging stops, and what it's doing is doing the most efficient charging. However, looking at this, I would probably end up changing that a little bit. I would certainly do all these, but actually on the drive back, that 10-minute charge at Oxford you probably wouldn't need to do, because if you were driving efficiently, you could probably miss this one out, because I don't need to get back with a 27% battery. If I got back with a 5% battery, that's perfectly all right, because I'm going to charge overnight at home. So that stop, you know, if I was driving efficiently, I wouldn't need. But if you were driving fast and using fuel, using energy, then you've got that option. But anyway, as you can see, by adding a waypoint in, the whole charging profile has changed and is a lot more accurate and takes away that guesswork and that worry of having to find out where your charge is because it doesn't know your full trip on the navigation. So I don't know why Tesla have taken so long to integrate this. People have been asking this for years, you know, since 2012-13 when these cars came out. These cars came out in 2014 in the UK, but obviously earlier in America. But yeah, ever since these cars have been in the UK, people have been asking for waypoints. And finally, in late 2021, only a couple of days ago, we finally got that update in the cars. It's a great benefit. It's transformed the way you do long distance driving in a Tesla. But that's, well, on the plus side, that's one nice thing about a Tesla, is you do get these over-the-air updates. And this is an old car. This is a 2015 car. And the car now, well, you know, the navigation side of it now works differently, has been improved and has come over the air update overnight, as it were, and hasn't cost anything. And you don't get that with other cars. You know, these old Teslas get better and better over age. Other cars, they don't improve. You have to go and buy a new car. Or if you want a software update in a traditional car, you take it to a dealer and you really have to struggle to get them to install any software updates. And of course, they charge you. Even just getting map updates is usually 120 quid or so on a traditional car. But with these cars, all this new functionality just gets downloaded over the internet into the cars at no cost. It might look a little thing, this little plus, but it makes a huge difference. And you can keep adding different waypoints into your route. It's not just one, as I've just shown you there. So it makes a huge difference and is something that's been long overdue. And I'm sure all Tesla drivers are going to really welcome that change. So I hope you found that little video useful. If you have, please do click that thumbs up on YouTube, because that really does help other people find the channel. Also comment, also click thumbs down if you didn't like it. Really don't mind. Any interaction is good interaction as far as YouTube goes. Also subscribe if you haven't. I post EV videos at least every week, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds on the channel now, and more coming soon.